It shouldn't just be, if they call me and they've got money, I'll sell to them. No. I'm Jordan Smith, and today we're going to be talking about a couple quick tips on how to qualify sales leads. What even is a qualified lead? And it's very important, not all leads are created equal. If you don't have a criteria within your organization to figure out what is a marketing qualified lead, a sales qualified lead, then I don't know what to tell you, but that's where to start. A marketing qualified lead is going to be anybody that just raised their hand and said, I'm interested in speaking with you. A sales qualified lead is going to be a lead that fits a certain number of criteria that you have set out as far as what a good prospect would be. First step on how to qualify a sales lead is build a criteria for what a sales lead means for you. Sounds really simple, but so many folks miss out on that. Again, running theme throughout this entire quick tip video, not all leads are created equal. So you better figure out who you want to talk to and what would make a good customer for you. Next part, okay, I've got a lead, they meet the criteria that they want. Well, how do I further qualify them? Well, it depends on what type of industry or what type of thing you're selling. But typically, again, if you build out that list of what a sales qualified lead is to you, now you just match up what that individual looks like with that criteria that you build. Are you a B2B sales organization that works with companies from 20 employees to 100? There's your first qualifier. How big's the business, right? Are you an organization that typically works with COOs or CFOs? What's the title of the person? Do they match that title? Yes or no? Now, it doesn't mean if they don't meet those things, it's not worth your time, but typically those might be a good lead in to talk to the types of folks that you're working with. Again, not all leads are created equal. We're just going to have that at the bottom of this video the entire time, or have it flashing. We'll do something fun with it now. But make sure that they are who you want them to be. And if you don't know, well, it's a good opportunity to set up a conversation with that individual and ask them questions. So again, one of the ways that you can qualify leads are just holding them against that sales qualified lead criteria that you have. So some examples of how to build this sales qualified lead list. You can do it a couple different ways, right? One of the easiest ways is identify the customers or the clients that you have now that you like working with, that are profitable, that are enjoyable for you and your staff, right? Look at those people and clone them if you can on that list of qualifiers that you're looking for. If you don't have too many of those people right now, then you got to do a little bit of guesswork and figure out, well, what are the types of organizations that I would like to work with, right? And sometimes just getting out there and talking to different folks will help you create that list, especially if you're a newer organization or a newer salesperson that's trying to dig out like a brand new niche. Put a wish list together, right? What's your magic wand list? Who do you want to work with? What does that customer look like? What do they do? What's the company look like? What's the size? What's the revenue that they would need to make? Maybe even what they do for fun. What are their recreational activities? All of these things are important whenever you're building out that qualified list. It shouldn't just be, if they call me and they've got money, I'll sell to them. No, figure out who you want to work with. You spend too much time working. Sales folks, we spend too much time selling and pitching and failing to just talk and spend so much effort over everybody that we might run across. So be very specific with the list of people that you put together, and be very specific and deliberate about who belongs on that list and who doesn't. Next tip that I have, and I mentioned this a couple times, not all leads are created equal. One of the ways that we differentiate, and that I would recommend differentiating between who deserves your time now and who maybe can wait just a bit. When I say a bit, I'm just talking about like a day or two. But where do they come from? Marketing leads, people that find you, that reach out. Guess what? If they reach out to you in some form or fashion, they're in need of somebody, and they're going to talk to someone. And chances are they're going to especially talk to the person that reaches out to them first. Are they a friend of a friend that recommended you? Better hop on that quick. Are they a referral that came from another client? You don't want to let those folks down. Talk to them quick. Even if they don't meet your qualifier list, you almost owe it to that individual to talk to their friend and try to be helpful. If you're not a good fit for what they're looking for, help them find somebody else or recommend somebody, or just tell them, hey, we're not a fit, but I'm happy to talk to you and see if I might know somebody that may be able to help. Marketing leads, referrals, hit those folks quick. If they come to you, if they find you, if they've been recommended to you, I don't care if it's 8:30 at night. I will call those people, send them a text, shoot them an email that says, hey, so-and-so told me you might be looking. What time works for you tomorrow? Wanted to go ahead and get this email in your inbox so that you'd see it at least when you started your day tomorrow. Get on those people quick. Don't let them sit around and wait for your phone call. One of the things that I would also recommend is don't wait for qualified leads to come to you, right? Build a top 25 list of people, top 20, 15, 30, 50, 150. Build a list of people that look qualified according to your criteria and hit those folks up in the meantime. Those are people that you can kind of slow roll because they'll be a little bit colder. But again, not all sales leads are created equal. Those are some really quick tips on how to qualify sales leads. Shoot us a like. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. Love to know y'all's thoughts. Put down in there how you guys qualify certain leads. What are some of y'all's criteria that you use? Would love to hear from other sales professionals out there. I'm Jordan Smith. Peace, peeps. It shouldn't just be if they call me and they've got money, I'll sell to them. No, figure out who you want to work with. Who you want to work with. You spend too much time working. Sales folks, we spend too much time selling and pitching and selling and pitching and failing to just talk and spend so much effort over everybody that we might run across. So be very specific with the list of people that you put together, and be very specific and deliberate about who belongs on that list and who doesn't. Who belongs on that list, who belongs on that list, and who doesn't. And I've mentioned this a couple times, not all leads are created equal. Not all leads are created equal. Not all leads are created equal. Good?
Good.
Price and the sales process.